No visa update. Why was my voice like that? Hi friends, my name is Cherie and I was just looking at my update on my visa, well, to see if it was sent out because I have like the tracking number of what it's going to be sent out in, and it is still pending, so still waiting on that visa application. Well, the work visa to be given to me. It's fine, it's whatever. We fine here. I'm just casually freaking out because both my employer and my recruiter really want that visa application. So I thought instead of just being a stressed out being about it for like the next few days, I'm just gonna go on a video filming frenzy. Yeah, so today we're gonna talk about my goals that I want to accomplish in Korea. Like, I'm not just going to Korea to go back where I like to live and to hang out with kids for like 7-8 hours a day. A lot of the goals that I have might be surprising to you, might be. I know one of them probably will be. So I just like wanted to share them with you so you can kind of see where I'm at now and then how I plan on accomplishing them when I'm in Korea. Because I'm gonna be making a lot of videos in Korea, and so I kind of want you to guys to have an understanding, I guess, of like my mindset going into Korea again, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into the goals. I don't have too many of them, but the ones that I have, I feel like they're pretty big. So yeah, let's go over them. One of my subscribers just just messaged me on Instagram. If you want to contact me, Instagram's the way to go. Anyways, so my first goal, my phone falling. We're on to a great start, guys. My first Korean related goal is I really want to be able to study Korean again, to get up to like having a basic conversation with people, and just to be able to do mundane tasks like in Korea and not feel like I have no idea what I'm doing and have to rely on like everyone else or English speakers to accomplish things, I guess. I got pretty good at Korean at one point. Okay, good for like my standpoint, but it's just regressed so much within the past year, especially when I started dating my boyfriend George, because he's from China. And so I was like, if I'm studying language, I should study Chinese. I just like never had the motivation to study Chinese. And so I couldn't study Korean because I was like, no, I need to study Chinese. But now I'm going back to Korea. So I feel like I have the motivation now. I'm like, okay, I'm living in this country for a bit, so I should learn more of the language. But I just feel like my Korean language skills have gone so low and my pronunciation is like so low. And so one of my goals is just to be able to get up to being able to have more like a small conversation in Korean and like know the terms to like get stuff done. Like if I go to the dentist, I want to know what to say, you know, or just like certain situations like that. Like I just want to be able to get my Korean up to that level. So I'm definitely going to be studying more Korean when I'm in Korea. I'll be doing like study with me videos, but this channel isn't really like Korean study vibes. It's just like Cherie living in Korea vibes. So yeah, just putting that out there that I do want to become better at speaking Korean, and I'll most likely be filming videos where I'll be learning Korean and maybe speaking it just to practice. So that is my first goal. Great, my camera, my battery pack's running out. Gotta love that. On to our second goal. My second goal is to save money for grad school. I am planning on attending grad school within the next year to year and a half, potentially 2 years, but we will see. And I'm really excited. I want to attend grad school for I don't know, either like education sort of degree or like specifically like teaching English degree, because I really want to teach at an international school or a university level abroad in Asia, and most of the time you need a master's for that, at least. So I want to go get my master's in that. But your girl doesn't have much money, so she's gonna save, and Korea's a great place to do it. I'm not having to pay for my apartment. I feel like food in Korea is not that expensive either. Who knows, maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like it's a good place for me to just like put aside a big chunk of money every time I get a paycheck. So I really want to save at least 10 grand. Not 10 grand. Is 10 grand 10,000? Sometimes I question if I really went to college or not. I want to save $10,000. That's kind of like my goal-ish, and I think I could reach it. Anyways, so that's one of my goals. I just want to save money so that I don't have to work during grad school or work that much during grad school. So next is I kind of want to learn how to get more out of my comfort zone. I want to become more independent in my, what am I saying? So yeah, I want to get out of my comfort zone, meet new people, do new things, go on adventures. And I also want to just be able to be more independent when it comes to like handling taxes stuff, and when it comes to figuring out appointments for things and taking care of my health. I'm finally gonna have health insurance in Korea. finally, so I can actually go to a doctor and like get a checkup, and which I haven't done in quite like since I graduated. So I'm excited to just become like more of like an adult and independent person in Korea. So that's one of my goals. I just really want to get myself out there and not be afraid and just get stuff done that I need to when it comes to being an adult. So yeah. The next goal is something that some of you might know about, but most of you probably don't. But it's one of my main goals while I'm in Korea, and I want to finish writing my novel. I sound like such like a, I don't know, someone who's actually not serious about writing a novel. I feel like when people are like, oh yeah, I'm writing a novel, they don't actually sound serious. I don't know, is that just me? But anyways, okay, back in 2015, when I decided I wanted to study abroad in Korea, I came up with like this novel idea of basically like this girl who goes on an exchange program in Korea and just all that happens there. It's kind of like a coming of age sort of story, and I've written so many scenes of it, and I've actually written like 12 to 13 chapters of it. But if you think of it as like in the span of like 6 years, that's not a lot. I think I've written like 19 to 20 chapters. Now I'm like really curious, how many chapters have I written? It's on my Google Drive. Okay, I've written 21 chapters of this novel, and so many different scenes, and it's loosely based off of like my experience at Chungcheong University, because I went on an exchange program there. Very loosely based off of it. Like the main character is like kind of like a side of me, but then different. And then all the other characters are different. The setting is the same though. Like basically her college campus in the book is Chungcheong. It is that campus. And so that's fun. There's also like an English lounge that she works at. I worked at an English lounge. So like there's parallels, but like the story's completely different. I just got a lot of inspiration when I was there, and I wanted to turn it into a novel because I've never read a novel like that before. Like somebody studying abroad in Korea when all this crazy stuff happens. So I really want to finish that darn novel. Like I really want to. Ever since I was like 6 or 7 years old, I wanted to be a published author, and so I would love the opportunity to do that, but I need to have a finished novel in order to do that. So yeah, I have like certain scenes that I want to be in Korea for, like my main character ends up spending Halloween in Itaewon and gets like a new crazy adventure, so I really want to go there like Halloween weekend and like do some research and like figure out what it's gonna look like. Like I want to do my research in Korea while I'm writing this novel, and then I want to go visit my old university in Korea and scope it out and then add what I need to into my novel. So yeah, I'm really excited, and I believe that I can finish it within this year. So that's one of my goals. I'm really excited for it. Like I'm really stoked. There's some amazing characters that I've created, and I'm just really excited. And yeah, maybe I'll be promoting a book on here one day. I hope so. But that's one of my main goals. Okay. Another goal of mine that's probably not surprising, but it has to do with YouTube. I'm really excited to make more videos for this channel. Like I just feel like ever since being back in America, yes, 5 years ago when I came back to America from Korea, I just like lost inspiration for making YouTube videos. So I'm really excited to just like be at the place where I started my YouTube channel and be able to film more videos for you guys. My goal is to post 1 to 2 videos per week. When I was in Korea before, I did post like 2 to 3 videos per week, and I would love to get on that sort of schedule again and just like post quality content, very quality content, and work on my storytelling and the way that I make videos. And I'm really excited to explore that, and I would love to like get some money, ad revenue stuff. That would be nice. I checked my ad revenue today and it's like $30. I get paid like $5 per month. So I'd like to up that a little bit and just see where YouTube takes me, but I really want to prioritize YouTube a lot more in Korea, and I'm super duper excited for it. So yeah, I'm like really excited. I have all these ideas, and I don't know, my inspiration to film has just gone up so much, so I'm really excited for that. So keep watching, guys. Keep watching. The last goal is very cheesy and very broad, but if that doesn't describe me, then I don't know what does. Cheesy and broad. But the last goal is I kind of want to discover myself more. See, the first time I went to Korea, I was 19 years old, and I don't know what it was, but I just feel like what was super cool about it is that I literally knew nobody before I went. So every person I met was new, and it was kind of the first time without a lot of influence from people that I know. And I really became my own person. I became the main character, man. Like if you watch my past vlogs, like they're kind of bad, but I act like the main character. I'm not even kidding. I don't know what that was with my hands, but it's great. And I kind of want to go back to being that. But I guess like in a more mature way, like I want to discover myself even more. So I have like a coming of age story part 2. And that's kind of gonna be the theme of my vlogs. Like, I guess like the style. Like I love the style of like coming of age sort of story, and I want to do that when I'm in Korea. I want to come to myself more, like figure stuff out for the future and just like live a really fun and exciting life that makes me feel fulfilled, and I don't know, just like makes my past self proud. And so I really want to just discover myself more, and I feel like one of the best ways to do that is going into a situation where you don't know anyone going into it, you're doing like a new sort of job, and you gotta figure a lot of things out. I feel like that's the best way you can grow and become a cooler and better person, you know? So I'm excited for that, and that's kind of, gonna be like the vibey thing of my videos. It's gonna be like a coming of age story, so I hope you enjoy that and I hope you're looking forward to it. So yeah, those are some of my goals. Of course I have like more like smaller goals, so I do want to like travel throughout Korea as well and just like get to know the different parts of Korea. I want to like eat lots of new and different foods while I'm there. I would love to go to Lotte World. I've never been there, so I have like these smaller goals that I have, but those are the ones that I just told you in my video are some of the main goals that I have. And so yeah, I'm excited and just wanted to let you guys know the mindset that I'm having going into Korea. So okay. If you guys like this video, be sure to thumbs it up to let me know, and subscribe if you want to see all my videos once I get to Korea. It's gonna be such a party and such a fun time. I have my own apartment and it's gonna be so fun to film and post. So yeah, and put other video ideas that you would like me to do in the comments below. I love hearing your suggestions and your ideas. So yeah, I'm really excited for what's to come, and I just feel like this is like such a big, I don't know why I'm like making it up to be so big, but I'm like moving to one of my favorite countries in the world, and I'm super excited. I'm excited to document it and take you with me. All right, anyways, thank you for watching to the end of this video. If you did, I really appreciate it. Remember guys, life doesn't only begin at the end of your comfort zone. It also begins at the end of your culture zone. Bye guys, see you soon.